Okay, yard fanatics, you are tuned into Bermuda Grass Central with the big yard dog himself, BYD. And guys, today what we're going to do is go ahead and fertilize this lawn. Like I said, guys, I'm trying to wake this lawn up, all right? Been having a slow green up primarily because BYD yard is a battlefield. I experiment with everything. I have ryegrass in my yard. I have common Bermuda in my yard. I have hybrid Bermuda in my yard. I have a Zoysia Xeon test strip in my yard. Yes. All right, guys, so stay tuned and I'm about to show you how to get this thing green, thick, and how to make it spread.
You're watching Bermuda Grass Central, changing the world 1 yard at a time.
Okay, yard fanatics. Look, you remember I was telling you I had that Xeon Zoysia test strip? That's it right there. Kind of looks a little bit like the hybrid Bermuda, but it's actually that. Like I said, the thin areas, once again, I have to keep explaining this. If you have Bermuda grass and you have a lot of shade, it's going to be thin in those areas, all right? This area right here is a poor battlefield that I destroyed finally. The key to it, guys, keep this thing mowed. What we did, we went on ahead and aerated it. Rented it from Home Depot, cost me about 80 bucks for 4 hours. Guys, please check out the video link above if you want to see the video of me aerating. All right, and what we're gonna do today is gonna fertilize it with a synthetic this time, all right? Now, you know, I switched over to the purely organic. Some of you guys have been hitting me back and say, BYD, this stuff is awesome. My yard is getting green. It seems like it's getting thicker. It's not as deep as green as middle organite because it's missing a key component, which is the iron. All right, so today, and it's not gonna be a long video, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut open this Let's Go 24011 with 3% iron. It's a spring, summer, and a fall fertilizer. This fertilizer is not to be used at all in the wintertime or even late fall, all right? So let's go get started, guys. Actually, I'm waiting for the UPS lady, guy, to drop off my Urban Farm liquid fertilizer. And I hear you, and I'm trying to make this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started, and hopefully they'll pull up while I'm out here shooting the video. Okay, yard fanatics, look, here's the couple of things you're gonna need. We're gonna ride with the Let's Go 24011. Now, this is the one that you can actually buy at Home Depot, all right? Normally, I would go to Site One and get mine, but I want to use the same one that the guys who are watching the video are able to get, so we can have the same experience. All right. Now the one at the Site One is actually, this is a $36 bag, 50 pounds, covers 15,000 square feet. The one at Site One is, don't quote me on it. I forget the weight, but it only covers 12,000 square feet, but it's like 15 bucks cheaper. So, but I'm gonna roll with this. Made in the USA. That's good to say. You can see that right there on the back. Also, we got the Let's Go spreader. That's probably not made in USA, but, and we got the Whiz. All right, and guys, if you know anything about the Whiz, you know I'm in love with it. All right, these three things, and actually four. Like I said, I'm waiting on that liquid fertilizer to get here from the post office, and we're gonna spray that also. So actually, we're gonna put down 24011. I think the nitrogen fertilizer, the nitrogen count in the liquid fertilizer is 13. So let's just add those up. I'm actually going to be putting in 37% nitrogen per se on the lawn. I'm really trying to get this thing to come on up out the ground, guys, because I'm really getting sick of that ryegrass. FYI. I did a video for you guys who thinking I'm a new jack to this. I've overseeded my Bermuda lawn maybe about 5 times in my life, and each time I always cry about it when I do it, and it always takes me another 4 or 5 years to do it again. But don't overseed your Bermuda lawn with a ryegrass. You're gonna catch hell. 24011, all right? This is the same one you could buy in the store. Got it at Home Depot. It's like a $36 bag. You can order on Amazon. Costs a whole lot more. Covers 15,000 square feet. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over real quick. Just show you. I know there's some other stuff on the table and you're trying to figure it out. I'm gonna show you this real quick. Has spreader listings back here, so if you got one of those puppies, you can use it. That's the analysis. I want you to see, what does it say? Right there, 3% iron, guys, 3% iron, all right? All right, this is the box that came today that has that liquid fertilizer in it from Urban Farm, all right? Guys, I know somebody was asking about the grass being a tad bit greener. When I put down that purely organic, a week later, I came back and hit it with the chelated iron. We got this off of Amazon, which is a Chapin hose-in sprayer, guys. This is a little tricky. I may have to do a separate video for that, but I'm kind of running through this. Guys, if you're scared to use the chelated iron because you can stain your concrete, you can use ironite. You can use the liquid, or you can use the, you can use the granule, or you can use the liquid. Step in and get the liquid iron. But there it is right there. One thing is about these, the liquid is 7%. Well, it's a 7% nitrogen, 1 potash, and guys, if I'm not mistaken, both of these ironite only contain 1% iron, so you don't have to worry about stressing out your yard, and both of those products don't stain. Look, here's a tip. When you're buying your ironite, look at the back of the package and look for the expiration date. All right, now I don't think they have it on the liquid, but the granular, they do have it. Make sure you're not buying old ironite. Sale price doesn't mean it's current. All right, and like I said, that thing right there is a tricky little monster. I will do a separate video on that, guys, but let's go ahead and do a little small unboxing. We're gonna put this down today. Hey, y'all fanatics, sorry about that extra noise. How'd I hear AC running? Let's cut this thing open and see what it looks like. Hopefully I won't cut the product open. And guys, yeah, this first time I'll be trying this little humic acid deal right here. It took it a while to actually come. I don't know why. And it's packaged pretty good. So what comes in the box? All right, you get this right here. I guess it's some information that you can kind of look through it. Tells you about all their products. So you get an idea what that is. All right. Then we got this. Kick that to the side. We don't need it. It is right there, guys. There it is right there. Let's get a little closer. If you don't know what that is, that's the Urban Farm fertilizer, liquid lawn. A lot of information on it, fortified with iron, so we're going for that green color. You can use it in a hose-in sprayer, spray this on trees, grass, shrubberies, everything. We're using it for lawn. Here's the instructions, so give me a second. I'm finna check out these instructions and I'll get right back with you. Now, look, we're gonna go ahead and apply this, and I'm not gonna go ahead and show that. What I do is put a link above of a video on how to optimize your fertilizer. All right, so we're gonna put this down, and if you do it by the instructions, you're gonna get approximately 0.8 pounds per nitrogen per 1,000 square feet, and you may need to adjust it, all this and that. According to state law, Maryland and Virginia, this product may not be applied at an application rate of more than 0.9 pounds per 1,000 square feet. So actually, I'm gonna throttle back because I'm doing about 17.5, so I'm not gonna get 0.8. I may get 0.74 or something like that pounds per 1,000 square feet. And the reason I'm throttling back, guys, because if we're going with the liquid lawn, which is a 13.12, has nitrogen in it, so I could throttle back on that. And I actually probably won't be getting a 13.12 over the entire lawn because this is a 128 ounces. It says it's super concentrated, so I'm going to try to make this one canister feed my whole freaking lawn. Well, maybe not the whole lawn. Maybe have to do a little bit more, but you could do anywhere from 12 to 40,000 square feet with this bottle. So, you know what? It may do 32 ounces for the back, 32 ounces for the front. And we'll do it like that. So I get 2 treatments out of this one bottle for my lawn, all right? And keep in mind, we're still rocking the purely organic, but let's go ahead and get this applied. Click on that link that was up there earlier. You could see how to optimize your fertilizer by putting this down right here, all right? Then I'll come back and I may show some footage of me actually putting that down. Okay, y'all fanatics, look, that Let's Go 50 pound is accurate like you wouldn't believe. I mean, it literally ran out just when I thought it would. But look, the reason we want to go ahead and put this in, I'm gonna try to get a little closer. Guys, you see this fertilizer, all right? Ideally, when it rains, the soluble part, that's the part, that's the immediate dose that you're gonna get. It's gonna come off into the grass. What we want, while I was fertilizing, is for some of these seeds, some of these fertilizer to fall in these holes. So those roots down in there, when that water flows over in there and disperses, those roots are immediately getting impacted when you aerate. Now, if you don't aerate, you're gonna have to water and let it get down into the soil, which is still fine, but aeration speeds up the process, guys. All right, and as far as those plugs, you let those break down. Now, you can rake them up. It's a lot of exercise, but ideally they'll break down in a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. You'll start, they will break down. Guys, the key is to mow. Some of you guys are showing me your yards and they have weeds and stuff in them, but you're not mowing it because the grass is tall. Bermuda grass has to be mowed a 1 inch or lower. If you got that Princess 77, those boutique grasses, then you got to mow it even lower, but you gotta mow it often. I can't keep repeating that no more. I mean, if you got some weeds in your lawn, mow often, and I guarantee you that will help decrease the weed population, and it's going to increase the growth of your Bermuda lawn. All right, so next, guys, we're going to go ahead and put down, I'm going to get 2 treatments out of that container there. What I mean by 2 treatments, I want to be able to treat my lawn twice this year with it. So today we're going to do, I think that's 36 ounces. Well, it should be 32. 232, what's that? 64 ounces, because 2 times 64 is actually 128. So we're gonna do 64 ounces over the entire lawn today with this. Like I said, it contains, and I want you to see this. If I can find it, where is it, man? Where is it? Where is it? All right, you see that, guys? Bat guano. You seen Pet Detective. That's bat. Oh, I'm assuming that's what it is, guys. Worm casting, kelp, and all kinds of other good stuff for the grass. All right, so let's go ahead and put this down. And like I said, guys, I got this thing dialed in so I can put out as much water as wait a minute, no I don't. I need to change that. You see that right there? That's saying basically 3 ounces, 3 gallons of water per, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on it, 16 ounces, all right? So I'm gonna dial this all the way. Like I said, this thing is tricky, guys. I'm gonna dial this to 21 gallons of water per 16 ounces of this fluid. So in other words, guys, let's make the math simple. If I got 18,000 square feet, all right? Let's 16,000 square feet. You divide that by 2, that's 8,000 square feet. So for every 4,000 square feet of my lawn, I want to put down 16 ounces of the bat guano. So if I do that 16, the next 16, that would be 8 ounces. Excuse me, that would be 8,000 square feet, which would be 32 ounces of this fluid, if that math makes sense to you. And they want you to, a lot of water needs to be coming out of the hose and sprayer, because we're gonna feed this one through the foliage, and with the excess water, we're gonna water this stuff down into the roots, and it's gonna pop, guys. It is going to pop. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. And I just, and it doesn't have a smell. Let me sniff this. Well, I hadn't really got close to it, but I'm a little thirsty, so I might want to. I'm not gonna do that again, guys. I'm not gonna do that. But no smell to it. And this is one of those teas that they call. And we're gonna spray 32 ounces on about 8,000 square feet. All right, here we go. Okay, guys, look, I'm gonna show you the way this works. You turn the dial to where you want it to go. Like I said, I picked this off of Amazon. I'll have a link. My channel, my Amazon storefront. You could click on that. It's going to be in the description, and this should be listed down there if you're interested in ordering. Like I said, not forcing you, but these are some of the things that BYD uses. That's 21 gallons of water per 16 ounces. The other measurement is something else. Like I said, I deep dive in another video with this another day. That's the on and off switch right there. Let me see if I can push it up. It's off. That's on. All right, we're gonna screw this onto the water hose. Make sure the gasket is in there. The straw has to be in here when you're applying liquid. This can also be used for granular. So like if you got that granular, any type of fertilizer or even insect control, you can put it in there, but if you put it in there, you have to take the straw out. See those two little holes? That's where the water will feed down into that. Once it fills up, it's gonna siphon into that hole right there and spray out. We got 3 adjustable heads on here. We got like that shower. And when you turn it, you'll feel it click. For the lawn, and if you're like using a big tree, you can use this and you can get high up into the trees. All right, I used this once, seems to work pretty good, but only time will tell. But like I said, we're doing a liquid application, so we got to put the straw back in. Kind of make sure it's in there, guys. Stick it down on there, screw it on, make sure it's tight. Like I said, don't never go perfect when you want it to. God, come on. Right, make sure it's tight. They say this thing has a black flow preventer. In other words, it will keep these chemicals from back flowing into your water hose or to your system. Now, having said that, I've seen water from the back flow system come out right here. That's not going back into the hose. That's just a note that you should know about. All right, so let's go ahead and use this and see what's up. The backyard is roughly around about 8,000 square feet. Remember, I put 36 ounces in here. This is how much I have left. All right, so the point I'm trying to make is when you're spraying this, you're gonna wanna feel like you need to saturate it and just stay with it. Guys, walk at a steady pace. Those are not my kids. Walk at a steady pace, spray it. Don't focus in on areas, and unless you got a little bit left over, you can. That's areas that maybe need a little bit more help, but don't sit there and just saturate it, because you're gonna end up putting more down than you're supposed to, all right? It's gonna seem like it's going quick. So you gotta get the right kind of sprayer to put that, because if you put this, in other words, guys, if you start spraying your yard and you get about halfway and you just see the whole bottle gone, you sprayed too much, all right? Check out this one right here on Amazon. It may help you. Yard Fanatics, look, we got that stuff watered in, and one of the things that we need to do is that soluble part that I was telling you about. I'm trying to get that off of the fertilizer before we actually get a major rainstorm. And guys, you see this fertilizer still on the concrete, please make sure that you get your blower and you blow it back into the lawn. All right, that's what we're about to do now. And it's starting to take off, guys. It's starting to take off. Like I said, we got a battle. Stay with BYD. You'll see the green. Okay, Yard Fanatics, look. If you found this video informative, you learned a little something, you like what BYD is doing, please click that subscription button right now. All right. And we got another video coming up soon. Like I said, I'm running a little bit behind, but BYD will get caught up. So guys, remember one thing. You are tuned into Bermuda Grass Central with BYD. This is Michael Bowman, and I'll talk to you soon.